Welcome back to the AI, Cybersecurity and Quantum Computing channel. For those of you joining us for the first time, this is the place where we dive deep into the fascinating and sometimes daunting world of cybersecurity, AI, and quantum computing. Today's video is a special one, and I'd like to start by thanking my fantastic wife, Nellie, who suggested the topic for today's discussion. Nellie, thank you for always supporting the channel and inspiring thought-provoking content. In today's episode, we'll be exploring a critical topic that touches on national security and emerging technology. What should we expect from AI, and how could enemies of the US use it to their advantage? This is a topic that demands our attention because, as AI continues to develop, so does its potential to be misused. Specifically, we'll be focusing on how adversaries could leverage AI in three key areas: cyber warfare, military operations, and critical infrastructure. Before we dive in, if you find this content useful, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a future upload. As always, I encourage you to share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. Let's get started by first laying out what we mean when we talk about AI in warfare. AI, or artificial intelligence, is already making its mark in several fields, from healthcare to finance, but what we're most concerned about here is how AI can be weaponized. Our enemies, whether they be state or non-state actors, have the potential to use AI in ways that could significantly harm US interests. One of the most alarming threats is how AI could be used in military operations, specifically through the deployment of swarms of drones. Let's take a moment to dive deeply into the concept of drone swarms, one of the most futuristic yet increasingly plausible applications of AI in modern warfare. When we think of drones, many of us envision unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, that are controlled remotely by human operators. However, the next leap forward is the development of autonomous swarms of drones, a coordinated group of AI-powered UAVs capable of operating independently or with minimal human oversight. These swarms represent an entirely new kind of warfare that could reshape military strategies, battlefield dynamics, and even geopolitical balance. But what exactly is a swarm of drones? To put it simply, it's a group of small drones working together as a unified force. Instead of relying on one large, expensive system, such as a single military aircraft or a missile, adversaries can deploy dozens, hundreds, or even thousands of drones that communicate and cooperate in real time. These drones use advanced AI to coordinate their movements and actions, operating as a cohesive unit with incredible precision. Now, let's imagine a scenario where this technology is used against the US by a hostile nation or a well-equipped terrorist organization. What makes these AI-powered swarms so dangerous? One of the most alarming aspects of a drone swarm is its sheer volume. When adversaries send a large group of drones, let's say several hundred, towards a target, traditional defense mechanisms are overwhelmed. Our current systems are designed to take down individual threats, whether they be aircraft, missiles, or isolated drones. But facing hundreds of drones at once is a logistical and tactical nightmare. Picture this: a military base in the Middle East is under attack. Instead of a missile, hundreds of drones appear on the radar, moving in unison like a school of fish. Each drone is small, fast, and highly maneuverable, making it extremely difficult to target and shoot down. Some of these drones may be armed with explosives, while others could be designed for surveillance, jamming communications, or targeting radar systems. This creates a chaotic and multifaceted threat that's nearly impossible to neutralize with traditional defenses. Even if a fraction of the swarm gets through, the damage could be catastrophic. The true strength of these drone swarms lies not just in their numbers but in their coordination and adaptability. These drones are not just flying aimlessly, they are communicating with each other in real time using AI algorithms. They adjust their movements, split into smaller groups, or regroup based on the environment and defensive measures they encounter. If one drone is shot down, the rest of the swarm immediately adjusts its tactics to avoid the same fate. What's more, AI allows these drones to operate with minimal human intervention. They can be programmed with a mission objective, whether it's reconnaissance, sabotage, or a direct strike, and then operate autonomously, navigating complex environments and making decisions on the fly. This autonomy makes them incredibly difficult to predict and counter. The swarm could alter its approach mid-mission, exploiting weaknesses in real time as they unfold, which dramatically reduces the reaction time for defenders. For example, let's say an enemy swarm of drones is targeting a US Navy ship. As the ship's defense systems identify and destroy some of the incoming drones, the swarm can respond by altering its flight paths, launching decoys, or targeting blind spots in the ship's radar coverage. Each drone is continuously learning from the actions of the others, making the swarm smarter and more resilient with every passing second. One particularly terrifying application is the use of kamikaze-style drones. These drones are not designed to return home after their mission. Instead, they are packed with explosives and programmed to crash into their target, detonating on impact. This allows adversaries to mount highly effective and low-cost attacks, bypassing the need for expensive missiles or manned aircraft. Imagine a scenario where a swarm of kamikaze drones is launched against a US military convoy. These drones, armed with explosives, can be programmed to target specific vehicles or critical assets like supply trucks or command vehicles. In this case, traditional defenses like anti-aircraft guns or missile interceptors may not be fast enough to take down the entire swarm before it reaches its target. Even if a few drones succeed, the damage to the convoy could be severe, leading to loss of life and critical supplies. In addition to their destructiveness, these drones could also be used as distractions or decoys. A smaller group of kamikaze drones could be sent in first to force defenders to engage and reveal their defensive positions, while the larger swarm remains undetected until it's too late. This type of strategic deception, driven by AI, makes defending against drone swarms incredibly complex. In addition to their offensive capabilities, swarms of drones can also be used for intelligence gathering and electronic warfare. Imagine a scenario where a swarm of drones is sent over a US military base, not to launch an attack, but to jam communications and gather real-time intelligence. Each drone in the swarm could be equipped with sophisticated sensors to map out the layout of the base, identify key infrastructure, and even eavesdrop on communications. Worse, these drones could jam radar systems or GPS signals, blinding our defenses and making it difficult for ground forces to respond effectively. The AI behind the swarm could analyze patterns in communication and traffic, learning from our responses and using that data to plan future attacks. Over time, the drone's AI could identify critical weaknesses in our defense systems and exploit them more effectively with each attack. The rise of autonomous drone swarms represents a paradigm shift in military strategy. No longer is warfare limited to manned vehicles, missiles, or individual drones. These swarms are fast, adaptable, and incredibly cost-effective for adversaries to deploy. What makes them even more dangerous is that they reduce the need for human oversight. Decisions that were once made by military commanders can now be made in real time by AI, with no delay and with terrifying precision. So, what should we expect from AI in the future of warfare? We should expect more sophisticated, autonomous drone swarms that can overwhelm traditional defenses, adapt to real-time threats, and carry out missions with devastating accuracy. As always, if you found this discussion enlightening, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. What are your concerns about the use of AI-powered drone swarms in warfare? How do you think the US can defend against these emerging threats? I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on our channel.